Hey ladies and gents, it's Zemback and we have some more subscriber replays. Yay! I have a ton of these guys. I mean, I get 2, 3, 4 a day. Yeah, it's awesome. Let's keep them rolling. I'm gonna try to get 2, maybe 3 every night, and whatnot here. So we got slapped by Rommel. He is one of my clanmates, and he is playing. He's been brought into the BF-109 fanboy club. So yeah, he's flying the BF-109E right here. You know, a lot of people say that, you know, Spitfires, Zeros, or whatever, they're kind of the go-to planes at 5s and 6s and whatever, and I kind of disagree. I think the BF-109 is a better plane than both of them. And just because of its altitude performance, speed and whatnot, and of course firepower. It is just a wicked machine at 4, 5, 6. Well, 6 and 7s are a little questionable, but for the most part, E is one of the best tier 5 fighters as far as I'm concerned. Oh, Christ, he's got a specialist on it too. Look at this guy. He's like the elite of the elite. So he picks up a couple kills there, and it looks like he's playing with Skyrider and a P40 here. Drops down on the P36, starts the pummel of him. I'm guessing this is a center objective here, so this should be an interesting one. Puts her into the vertical, flips up and over, comes back down, finds the P40, Daryl. Daryl has just got fucking wasted. However, his wingman is doing a pretty nice job of nailing him. He drops down in here, looking for the wrench, picks up the heel, and now he's back heading to altitude. They're up right now 2-1, and they got a couple incoming fighters here. Let's see what he's up to here. He's DO-17Z, and what has he got over here? A6M2. Puts a pass in on the A6M2. Gets a looks like at least a fire on the A6M2. However, the A6M2, unless he slows down a whole bunch in this aircraft, the A6M2 doesn't have much of a chance to try and stay with him. Picks up the Blinum. Blinum looks like he's trying to go in the vertical. Just doesn't work. Not against the BF-109. You might be able to pull that off against the Spitfire and a Zero, but the BF-109 just don't care. So he's looking for his next target here, kind of gliding along here. Finds the BF-110B. Heavy fighters are always priority targets in these energy fighters. Picks up Hugo. Starts putting a few rounds into him. Gets on his tail. There we go. Now he's got the range. Starts working the BF-110 over. Finishes him off. Puts him about 4,400 on his personal scores. Oh, I gotta look at the side of this plane and see what he's got going on. Oh, look at the number of... Yeah! That's what you're talking about. What is that? That's some Canadian thing in the front there? They are working this center over pretty hard right now. Starts boosting up, looking for his next target here. He's got some planes up a little bit higher altitude here. He's got a heavy fighter coming in. And what has he got here? Oh, that doesn't look good. Ooh, puts a big pass on him. The Blinum does. Doesn't quite nail anything. He's back around here. Gets in on the tail of the Blinum and starts to put the shells out there. Now, you know, with the 220s, the 15, and the 27.92s, it does have some pretty decent firepower. I mean, really respectable firepower at tier 5. Drops down, picks up the heel a little bit. He had lost some HP with the Blinum and the BF-110. Finds the Blinum going up. Oh, finishes him off. Jeremiah. Oh, poor little guy. So, he's got the GA working down low here. He's going to drop in here and see if he can pick up the Falkwolf. Puts a big pass on him. Yeah, those 220s, they do a number. And like I said, along with the 15, yeah, that's a lot of forward firepower with the E model. Picks up his next target here. What has he got here? He's got the P36. Nails the P36. Now it's a 2-2 match right now. Pretty tight. 234, 159. He goes into the vertical here. Got the boost on. He's going to see if he can catch the DO-17Z. Oh, I don't think he's going to be able to get it. He's trying. Nope. He starts to stall out. He still keeps the speed up though. Surprisingly, he's starting to gain speed, even in the somewhat of the vertical here. Finds the DO-17Z. He's just holding on, barely. Finally gets the, finally nail off the DO-17Z up to about 1,400 meters. Picks up his speed back up again, and now he's got the heavy fighter down below. Looks like Sky is all over him. And then, ooh, big, fat, tasty, slow bomber. That's what the BF-109 loves. Big, fat, slow. Pulls it over. Decides he's going to go, you know, in the horizontal, because it's just more exciting when you're upside down and shooting shit. Nails the DO-17. Drops down here. He's got the A6M2 coming through here. A6M2 is like, yeah, I don't know if I want any of this. I'm going to do some roll shit. Come over around the top. Yep. Oh. And that is a difficult one to deal with, especially if you get into a turn fight with A6M2, which kind of seems like they're what's happening right here. So Rommel puts her up in the vertical. He's going to see if he can stay above him. He's kind enough for the his wingman to come in and finish him off. Drops down here on the Focke-Wulf 189C, and he starts to work him over hard with his gun. Put a pretty good pass into him here. Almost gets all of him. Not quite. Now, the game's changed a little bit here. It's at 3-2 right now. They're going to have to move out of the buffet possibly. Maybe go for a walk. Work it off a little bit. And see if he can pick up another objective here. He's looking around. What is he looking for? Oh, finds the bomber. That one's a little bit out of his range. He is going to have to start climbing to catch that. The DO-17Z was kind enough to turn back for him. However, he's losing a little bit of airspeed here. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold it long enough to get on the DO-17. Nope. Can't quite keep the airspeed up. Drops back down. Still about 1,300 meters here. They are down 2 to 3 right now. And this should be interesting. He's sitting about 9,320. Skyrider's sitting at 12,000 on the personal points. Yeah, it's turned out to be a pretty good game. Picks up the grade 4 fighter. However, like I said, they are still down planes. Now, this isn't a bad thing necessarily either, because the squall line is up, and there is a good chance with all these bots coming back here to the center that they could be able to squall line the opposing, or kill them all before end of the game. Picks up the DO-17Z, puts him up to almost 11,000, and now he's looking for his next target, which of course is the other bomber. Picks up the last DO-17Z, puts a big burst into him. Round he goes. Hans, oh, poor Hans. Hans is dead. Which leaves, yeah, so they're up 2 planes right now. Both him and Skyrider are putting up some serious big scores here. We're going to see what happens here. He picks up Diego Rock 24 in the BF-109E, which could be kind of a handful, being that it is another BF-109. Drops down, puts a big push, a big pounding into the P-36. And somewhere along the lines, I didn't even notice, they've flipped 2 objectives. Looks like Skyrider has moved off to at least one of the objectives and flipped at least one of them. So now they're back to a 4-1 lead, and they just apparently had gotten ahead on them. Picks up his Winged Legend at 14,000 points, personal points, and they only have 6 planes left. So 5 planes left, and there is 4 of them not that far away. So Rommel's looking here for his next target, which is the BF-109E, Diego Rock, who seems to be more interested in killing that heavy fighter. However, I think he might have seen Rommel coming here. Instead it goes into the vertical, which gives nice silhouette to Rommel. Rommel finishes him off, and we're looking at 3 planes left. Between the 2 of these guys are already at 27,000 personal points, and pretty much owned most of the map. 3 planes left. Or I'm sorry, 3 planes left. 3 planes left. He's got 2 right here in front of him. He's got 1 fighter and probably looks to be some sort of GA maybe. Yep, one GA left and a couple fighters. So, picks up BF-110B, the heavy fighter, Anton. He's angling straight for him. And, ooh, they've pretty much, yeah, bang. BF-110 stops, and as well as the Blenheim gets smoked by Skyrider. So, one plane left, the squall line's up, and they are both, 14,006 and 13.8. Yeah, this was almost a... It was a little tight there for a while, but yeah, bunch of medals. Good game by Rommel. Thanks for the video. I always like to see BF-109 videos because they are so sweet.